Chica da Silva 77. This hair care regimen is totally DIY that you can do at home to regrow your hair. You may have been stressed and your hair just started coming out, but it can regrow super fast with this easy vegan based hair restructurer. All right, I'm going to be showing you first off the water that I'm going to add MSM sulfur to it. Now MSM sulfur creates stronger keratin bonds on your hair. It literally coats your hair, so your hair will grow 3 times faster than if you naturally try to use herbs. So the herbs combined with the water that has MSM, you're definitely going to get great results. All right, and so I'm just showing you some of the herbs that I'm going to be using. Now this is ginger root, and I make sure that it's cleaned really well because this is going to be a leave-in. And also I'm just going ahead and clean my other vegetables for my detox water, which is going to be cucumber and lemon, because although your hair regimen is important, and this is mint leaves, although your hair regimen is important with what you're topically putting on your hair, what you're drinking, what you're eating is going to play a huge factor in that hair growth. And so ginger also has very healing properties, just like mint. And I'm going to be using mint, clover, rosemary, and with this ginger root right here, it also is an antifungal. So if you have anything like sorcerers, hopefully that's the correct term, but if you have like dandruff or itchiness, this will definitely help. And in addition to the water with MSM that I'm going to be drinking, I'm going to also show you how to do this easy blend of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil infused with these herbs. So what I like to do is heat it up for a while, make sure that I get it to a good boil. And I do this because I like for it to really infuse, because typically when I create this DIY oil, I will let it just infuse by a windowsill for a couple of days before I apply it. But since this is a fresh new batch and I'm going to be doing a hot oil treatment as well, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I boil it really well, so that I can get a lot of the benefits opposed to waiting for it to really infuse. And so again, that was just Bertolli. I'm not sponsored in anything, but maybe I will be one day. But I just use Bertolli EVOO, and I always try to use like a wooden spatula or tool when I'm mixing these, because I don't want any metals in this mixture. And I just allow it to sit there and boil. But I just want to share a little bit this in regard to my hair journey, because I'm also going to add a little bit of MSM powder to this. Now it recommends when you drink it to use 3 of the small scoops. I'm just going to use 2, infusing it with this olive oil as well. But as I mentioned about, like, okay, for instance, my hair was flourishing, but a lot of times when you're someone like myself, I enjoy different hairstyles. I realized that a lot of manipulation was affecting my hair, and so these are the herbs that I'm using to make up for all that manipulation I did in my hair. Now I'm having to replenish it with these herbs, but it definitely works. Mint leaves, ginger, cloves, rosemary, and so I just place all these inside, and I allow them to just really infuse. And I don't even take the stems off of the mint leaves. I leave the stems and all of that intact. I just let everything just infuse and marinate. But back to what I was saying in regard to allowing my hair to just really rest and regenerate, because sometimes if you're stressed, it really takes a toll on your hair. And adding that with a lot of manipulation styles, like I love braids and I've worn braids for many years, in particular mini micros, and I'm at this age now where I'm like, okay, although it's a beautiful style, I see that it's caused a lot of damage to my hair, in particular, sensitive areas like my edges. So I'm replenishing them once again, and I'm going to show you too. Now I'm adding this into a glass jar, little bowl actually, because I'm going to let this infuse further by the windowsill. This is a very powerful elixir, and I'm also going to show you how I'm just going to add this in preparation for my massage, my scalp massage. And it's very warm, but not warm enough where it's going to cause any damage. And so this is yours truly, Chica da Silva 77. And so I'm going to also show you this. I'm also going to be using ghee. Now ghee is typically used for a moisturizer, a humectant. People typically leave that in their hair. And also this spray that I have is just a mixture of clove water and a little bit of caffeine. So I just use that to kind of loosen up my texture in preparation for this massage. And my hair is in this completely unstretched out state. And I'm not going to be stretching out anything because I wanted to get the full benefits of this leave-in treatment. It's so important when you do this to take your time. Like, self-care is so important. Sometimes we're constantly rushing doing this or that thing, but it's important to allow yourself to just relax and commit yourself to maybe 30 minutes or an hour to really do this and allow the oils to really get in there. And like I mentioned, I'm going to also be using ghee as an additional moisturizer and leave-in. So this treatment, as you can see, I'm just going to massage this in, and I like to focus on the roots, but as you also notice, as I massage in, I'm using circular rotation, stimulating that blood flow. All right, and I move myself from the front to the nape area to the crown, and I just try to speed it up so you can get the gist of it. But I also make sure that I take the oils in the ghee and rub it throughout the rest of the strands and make sure that it's really immersed in there really, really good. Just like that, just like so. I just really love on my hair and take my time to pull my fingers through, opposed to using combs or anything. And it's my little water break. Now again, this is the water that I have MSM in there, and I highly recommend it. Like, your hair will grow rapidly, but again, keep in mind your hair is going to grow everywhere, and then you'll see a lot of benefits with your nails as well. But the consistency of the olive oil and the ghee, I typically try to use them at the same time because they complement each other. They definitely penetrate my strands really well, and it just makes the whole scalp massage process even that much more enjoyable. Like, it is literally making love to my scalp. Like, I love it. And then the bonus is massive rapid hair growth. And so also I like to focus on the nape area because the blood is coming up from that area. Sometimes when I do these massages, they get really intense. I'll like lay on the edge of a chair or lay on the edge of the bed so more blood flow can get to my scalp. But to each his own. Just make it something that you really enjoy. And as you can see, even with the ghee, the consistency is very soft. Like, literally, it's clarified butter. And so this is something that's typically used in, I know other areas, other countries in Africa use it, but I'm acquainted with those that are from Eritrea or Ethiopia or East Africa use ghee. Also, I think even Chad use ghee a lot for their hair. And your hair is going to really thrive with this. And you know, I have been neglecting doing this to my hair for a while, but I'm back on it, and it's as if like love at first sight. Like my hair just loves this combination. And truly, for my hair texture, and most people within my ethnicity, our hair needs a lot of moisture, a lot of water, a lot of oils. And so I'm having to make up for lost time. So I just really take my time and massage that in really good, focusing on the crown area and working my way all the way through from the root to the ends. And then after it's really moisturized really good, then I may go in and do a little separation, only for the purpose of doing some twists, because I'm going to be doing the greenhouse effect, as I mentioned in the thumbnail. Now, the greenhouse effect, just like plants, if you put a plant in a greenhouse, or you cover a plant with like some type of plastic covering, you're gonna see like deep moisture be produced, and it's going to also go further into the soil, or for instance, in my situation, it's going to go further deeper into my scalp. And so I just do that and then wrap it up, and there you go. So I hope you give it a try. It is so beneficial, and your scalp will thank you. See you next time.